First and foremost, what have you focused on since that Hibs game? It's been a quick turnaround. What are you trying to impress on your players?
I think the first thing is just the level of our training, the intensity of the training, making sure it's right, and then obviously the ideas. We've had some players away and not being fit, and a bit of sickness bug flying around prior to last week's game, as we spoke about after. So it's been getting them players back in, and then just working more and more on the identity and how we want it to look. We've got 2 really important away games now, and we're looking forward to it.
How do you balance dealing with the short-term need to win, but also trying to implement long-term strategy?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I was here previously, just over a year ago. So a lot of the ideas maybe will go into the team, or I'm certainly hoping so. They go into the team a little bit quicker. I think also, you have to be performance happy. I think then the results will follow from that. And so the key thing for me is to get players back fit, get somewhere near our strongest team on the pitch, and then obviously make sure the identity's right, and that will give us the best opportunity for winning games.
Of course, you're planning for these really difficult away games down at the busy festive schedule, but are you also having to deal with phone calls from the sporting director to plan ahead for possible recruitment as well, or is that just something that's not on your radar yet?
It's on the back burner a little bit. Me and Ross are together every single day here at the training ground, and the other staff and John Park and the recruitment staff, we're always talking about players. So we've got an idea of where we want to strengthen, but the most important thing over the next 4 or 5 days is obviously to navigate these 2 away games successfully.
As you mentioned, 2 very difficult away games back to back. How pivotal is this little grouping of games to set you up for the new year? Because if you do struggle in those games, it has a big impact at the start of 2023. If you win them, it keeps you in contention.
Listen, my job, along with the rest of the staff and the players, is to build a strong range, a strong identity, and start playing well and exciting our fans. I think when you look at the league table, Celtic being 9 points in front, we'd have to win every game, including the games against them to the end of the season, and make up the goal difference. So let's not, mess around. We know we've got work to do. We know we don't have much room for error. But the most important thing right now is to start playing in the style we want to play, is to get everybody fit and healthy, mentally and physically healthy, and moving the club forward in a direction. I think we have a lot of good players, a lot of good things at this club to look forward to. So it's important our focus, both short but also on that long-term aim for the club as well.
How difficult in this city is it to have that approach there, that mindset, to sort of separate yourself from the league standings and focus on a way of playing, a methodology?
I think that the 2 things are hand in hand. When I left this club a year ago under Stephen, Ange Postecoglou was on the start of that journey, and you can see that the good work that he's done. It's not to copy or mimic anything. I've got to come in and get that identity back into our team very, very quickly. Sometimes we need to develop, other times we need to recruit. This is a league where I think all the managers do a fantastic job, because no manager buys the ready-made product in Scotland. Some managers never get to buy anybody. So the managers in this league are very good at developing what they've got. I know we're one of the haves rather than the have-nots in the league, but that's the one big strength I see for Scottish coaching and for coaches and managers in this country. We are people that work to a vision and try to get the best out of our players. And I'm looking forward to that journey. But in the short term, I want to win football matches as well.
Just finally, how are you finding it in the big chair? Now you're back, you've had a little time to get your feet under the table, you've had a game. How does it compare to being manager from being a coach?
Well, firstly, under Stephen gave me everything to get me to this position in terms of responsibility and really getting me in. So I'm very thankful to him and Gary and the rest of the staff for that. I prefer being a manager. I enjoy it. What a privilege to be the manager of a club this size. If you like, I'm living my dream, if you like, just like the players are. So I'll never forget that coming in the building. There's great expectation. Some people call it pressure, but I enjoy that expectation. And I've been very well schooled. 10 years at Chelsea, 6 years at Liverpool, across to Sao Paulo. I experienced the heat of Glasgow for 3.5 years. So I feel equipped. I've obviously worked down in the Premier League as well, and that short time at QPR, which I love. So I'm really enjoying everything about the job, even some of the tough days.